Well, hey, good evening. Welcome back to my little gardening show. This video is going to be a little different tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about YouTube. For those of you who tune in, about everybody probably heard about it. But anyway, last year they demonetized all the smaller channels. Anybody that had less than 1,000 subscribers and didn't meet the 40,000 minutes watched a year criteria, whatever it was. So consequently, I didn't meet that criteria. They demonetized my channel, which really wasn't a big deal to me. I think I only made about $100, maybe a little bit more than that, enough to buy, some pizza, take the family out to eat once or twice. That was about it. But it was nice little gesture to have that. The fact that there was some recognition that my content was worth something, right? So anyway, demonetized a bunch of people's channels. A lot of uproar. They did that because they were trying to protect their revenue source, or protect their creators that were depend on YouTube and all that, because the advertisers didn't want to be associated with all this kind of questionable content that really brought all this to a head. In particular, some kind of video. Well, we won't get into that, but anyway, needless to say, there's some bad content, and advertisers started pulling their ads from YouTube, and so they totally revamped that. That was kind of the first cut, and they did that so that there'd be less channels to police and less to worry about initially, as far as advertisers being associated with questionable content. So I understand that, right? So then the other thing that they've done here lately is they've revamped their community guidelines in an effort to try to eliminate hate speech and exploiting children, explicit content, all this stuff. And that's all fine, well, and dandy. The problem, though, is that they've gone too far. And so consequently, sometimes you get caught up in this dragnet. I'm not sure how they go about flagging videos, if it's maybe subscribers that flag videos for them, or who knows exactly how that happens. But anyway, all that to say that one of my videos was flagged this morning. I get an email that came through informing me that they were issuing a warning, and that since I didn't have any prior warnings, that things were still good. I could still, do everything, but, they had removed the questionable content, right? It's like, what did they remove? So looking, as one of my seed starting videos I made 2 weeks ago with my daughter. She was part of it, where she'd come in while I was getting things going, and so she helped me start some Swiss chard and some cabbage. Totally innocent, right? I wasn't exploiting any children. It wasn't explicit at all. Anyone with half a brain who would have watched that video would have seen, oh, well, that's cool. He's, planting seeds with his daughter and all that. So anyway, I appealed their decision, because they've got some kind of, token gesture review process where you can appeal decisions. And so I went ahead and did that and just kind of explained, hey, obviously, no one's really watched this video. If you take the time to watch it, you'll see that it's basically we're starting some seeds. Well, within a couple minutes, I get a kind of curt reply that, oh, no, we're upholding our decision, sorry. So consequently, that content's gone, right? I don't know if I can even remove it myself from YouTube. I haven't kind of explored that a whole lot yet. But anyway, it just kind of made me mad. And it just got to thinking, I mean, man, most of my content is, making gardening videos, and oftentimes the kids are involved. How do they determine what's appropriate and what's not? It could be like maybe my youngest daughter's running through a field. Oh, it's a minor. That's a suggestive image or whatever. Let's flag the video. Maybe someone's wearing some clothing that they don't like. It's the wrong color, or it's too furry. Who knows, right? The problem is there's really no recourse that's fair. Ultimately, whatever they decide is what goes. I mean, it's their platform, and yeah, I'm kind of agreeing to the terms because I post content on it. I don't have to post anything on that. Heck, I could remove all my content. Heck, they could remove all my content. They could delete my channel, right? Okay. So when it really comes down to it, you don't have, it's just kind of scary to think that you really don't have a lot of control over what they do. They're pretty much, whatever they decide, that's it. There's really no like second step appeal, anything like that. And I think that's alarming, particularly because, if things keep getting flagged, they do eventually revoke, access, right? And it's kind of like progressive discipline where they, for 2 weeks you can't post anything, and then, get to the point where you can't even be on the platform, at least under that ID, right? You'd probably have to create a new channel or do something different. But even at that, with everything being associated with you, like your Google account, I mean, there's ways around it, but it'd be difficult. So, I don't know, going from, where do we go from here? So, do I continue making videos and just not worry about it? Yeah, I mean, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. The other options are to just stop making videos, continue to participate by, just watching or whatever, or, go to a different platform altogether, or post things on maybe 2 different platforms, and one that's not as stringent or hyper vigilant now, as they've been here recently. So I don't know, it's just, I think the thing that miffs me about this, and why this is kind of a little bit of a rant, is because when you look at what the top trending videos are, and you look at what's being promoted and all that, a lot of it is not real wholesome stuff. There's stuff that's just downright deplorable, depraved, mindless stuff but it's getting views, right? There's people, whoever they are, watching this stuff. I guess I think about all the gaming channels that are so huge, and people watching other people play video games, and while they're playing, like, cussing, dropping F-bombs, doing whatever, to try to entertain people, right? I don't know. It's just, it's sad, really. Anyway, we're going to take it in stride and keep going, see what happens. Who knows, maybe there's going to be something else. This is the first video, I think, that's just been downright flagged and removed, ever. And I've been on this platform since like 2011. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy. So I don't know if you guys have any thoughts about that, or if you've experienced any of that. If so, feel free to post a comment. In the meantime, we're gonna keep gardening and keep doing what I do, and hope for the best. And ultimately, if they don't like my content or feel the need to remove it, whatever, eventually I will go somewhere else and do it, or if anything, just remove it and do my own thing. We'll see how it plays out. So, guess that's it for now. Until next time, happy gardening.